Instead of pumping out videos as fast as I could, I took the time to put together 25 tips, tricks, and combat secrets that, number 1, will actually help you play better, and number 2 are tips that most of you do not already know about. We got everything from insane melee combos to vital settings tips, and even genius new techniques. Feel free to use the timestamps below and jump around to whatever you find most interesting. Groot can literally build walls like it's Fortnite.
Fortnite balls, I'm gay, I like boys.
You can create the high ground and vantage points for you and your team by building and angling the walls that you place. Yo, I want to see some beautiful creations from all you Groot mains out there, man. Get slick with it, man. Get creative. Alrighty then, so Doctor Strange has a shield, right? Which he can use to block all attacks, even ultimates. However, Doctor Strange can use his portal for defensive purposes as well. Check this, I had the angle on the enemy team with my blazing Gatling gun, but cheeky little Doctor Strange came and plopped his portal down in the middle of the path. So not only did this block my shots, but also prevented me from traveling through the path. I couldn't get through. So yeah, Doctor Strange can drop his portal in any tight spaces to render enemy attacks useless. On the other hand, you can combine Doctor Strange's portal with the Punisher's turret for some lethal, effective angles. Place the portal somewhere safe in the back, and then the second portal at a high up vantage point where the Punisher and his giant machine gun can rain down fire upon the enemy team, and it becomes a deadly combination of skills. Players are bound to discover some incredible combos and advanced techniques using Doctor Strange's portal over time. Such as this. Dude, check this out. This man prepared it so he had his main portal leading the team right off the ledge, out of bounds, while planting the second portal directly in front of the spawn door. Yeah, the entire enemy team, unknowingly, unprepared for some cheesy little trick, they fell for it. Literally. They literally fell for his trick. You get it? You get the pun? They fell for it. Okay. Another tip for the Punisher is that his ultimate cannot be stopped. I mean, yeah, he can be killed, however, he cannot be stunned, staggered, frozen, or knocked out of it in any way. So, don't even try it. Just kill him or get the hell out of the way.
Hey, yo, my life's like a movie. Get the fuck out of the way!
Combos. Now here's some lethal combos for Wolverine. So, I know it is very frustrating trying to feral leap at an enemy, but you just go straight over their heads like a doofus. Now, feral leap is incredibly lethal, so it does make sense for it to be difficult to connect. However, it's actually not that difficult. You can use your dash to launch forwards. Now, you travel a good 10 meters with this dash, so you use this to get up in the enemy's personal space. And once there, you can perform feral leap, and being close enough will yoke them up. And then after that, you just slice them up like a California roll. It's a very smooth combo, performing the dash straight into the leap. Or if the enemy has high health, like a tank, you can integrate your ultimate into this combo as well. You can straight up kill a Vanguard if you integrate your ultimate into this combo. So you could pop your damage reduction skill, do the dash into feral leap, finishing with the ultimate. Here's another combo trick for Wolverine. So Feral Leap launches you a solid 20 meters before smashing down. With the right technique, you can extend the leap's range to nearly twice its normal distance. You start by aiming upwards and performing the leap, and then in the air, activate your damage reduction ability. This will cancel the dive animation, while maintaining your forward momentum, propelling you further across the battlefield. This could be helpful if you're in a sticky situation and need to skedaddle out of there ASAP, or you could use it more offensively. Using this combination, you can charge into the back lines with precision, devouring enemy support characters like a true predator. This is an example of why this game is very awesomely all about the combos, which brings me to my next tip. It's all about the motherfucking combos, my dude. Here's a couple easy yet lethal combos you can learn. So first we have a quick Captain America combo. So Cap's main strategy here is basically diving in with his ground slam, which knocks the enemy up, allowing you to punch a couple times. This will reload your shield throws, so now you can back up, evade, jump around, while throwing your shield 3 to 4 times. And then use the shield smash to dive back in up close to finish him off. This shield smash is not great for damage, so don't waste it mid-fight just for some extra damage. No, its main effective use is for closing the distance. Captain America is all about diving in and out of the battle, swapping back and forth between up-close melees and ranged shield throws. So you jump in with the ground slam, punch twice to gain 4 shield throws, and then when you're empty, use your dash to re-engage up close for more melee attacks, repeating the process. Spider-Man. I'm not just gonna steal this dude's information, I'm gonna give him credit. Check this dude out on YouTube if you're interested in Spider-Man combos. He is legit. Now I got a nasty combo for Black Widow. She's got a kick-shoot combo, baby. It's very reliable. If you can trap an enemy inside this, you might as well have signed their death sentence. So this is a very close range combo. But if you're close enough to land a kick, then you're also close enough to attack with your batons. They are both 3 meters. So you start with your batons, run up on an enemy, quickly strike a couple times with your batons, and then kick. Kick them up, then immediately grapple hook ASAP. Doing this correctly will perform a double hit, launching the enemy even further up in the air. Plus, the grapple hook stuns the enemy for a second. So this allows you to land your hip fire shot quite easily because they'll be stunned, suspended mid-air, slowly falling down. It's almost a guaranteed hip fire shot. So at this point, you will have killed a duelist or support hero, even at full health. So as you can see, as long as you're close enough to land those 2 initial baton strikes and then the kick, it's almost a guaranteed death sentence. So I highly recommend hopping into training mode and run through this combo until it becomes second nature, because I know that it is chaotic in the midst of a real battle. Practicing makes you capable of executing these combos instinctively in the middle of chaotic fights without needing to think too hard about it. Of course, there are more technical ability combos as well, which moves me forward into my next tip. Remember, some heroes can reload their guns by using abilities, such as Star-Lord and Winter Soldier. His abilities reload his pistol. So you could take out a Vanguard with the proper combo. Like check this, you engage with a few shots, then perform your scrumptious Tainted Voltage, which deals damage and slows the enemy. You fire another 3 bullets, then perform a different skill, like the grapple hook into the uppercut, which instantly reloads, allowing you to fire 3 more bullets, and boom. Considering you just grappled them close enough to smell your nasty ass garlic breath, you better hit at least 1 headshot. Plus, every time you perform a skill using your bionic arm, it grants you a bit of bonus health, giving you even more incentive to chain skills together one after another. So you shoot, use ability, then shoot some more, use another ability. Yeah, like dude, these are very easy but deadly combos. Here's a couple juicy tips for the 2 best support heroes, in my opinion. Firstly, Luna Snow, the Marvel Rivals version of Lucio.
Damn.
So here's some tips. Tossing her healing idol on the tank seems like a smart move. However, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you have a dive hero on your team, then you might want to target him with the healing idol instead, because dive type characters are vital to your team. If you have a tank that's going to stand on the front lines, then you almost always have easy access and angles on him to to heal that Vanguard the straightforward way. Easy. On the other hand, characters that are diving are more difficult for you to find and heal. These divers are pivotal to your team because, you know, a duelist can flank the enemy back lines, kill the enemy support characters, and your team can then push up and bulldoze through. That's how you win, right? But it's difficult for you to reach those diving characters to heal them if they are doing their job correctly and flanking the back lines. I mean, think about it. Your tank will have plenty of health for you to consistently be healing back up to full, which means that dive hero with the idol is also consistently healing passively. So I say, throw the healing idol on a high movement dive character, while you stick with your group and focus your healing on the Vanguard and other supports. In case you haven't noticed, when you directly heal a teammate with the idol, the extra bonus health is given to that ally, recovering some hefty double healing. So if a teammate, or especially if your Vanguard, is dangerously low on health, quickly toss the idol on him and heal up. Because of course, I mean, your main goal is still to keep the Vanguard alive. That is always the priority. Another important tip for Luna Snow, don't use your Ice Blast frivolously. Don't simply fire it into the crowd. This is your only tool to stop pesky flankers from taking you out on your back lines. If a Wolverine or Star-Lord or Spider-Man tries clapping your cheekies from behind,
hello, I am here to clap your cheeks.
You will need your Ice Blast to stop them. Think of it like Anna's Sleep Dart in Overwatch, but effectively it works the same. If a duelist dives on you, you'll want that Ice Blast to stop them in their tracks. Your Ice Ball should be treated as a way to save your own life. And then we have the second best support, Jeffy. Those bubbles are goddamn beautiful, so you should be aware that both Jeffy's healing water beam and his attack burst have infinite range. Like, there is no drop off for his attack and his water beam. They always go as far as you need to. So Jeffy should be played from the very back lines. Like, to be honest, if you die with Jeff, it's probably your fault. Because not only do you heal while swimming underground, but you can perform this awesome self-heal trick. While swimming, you swiftly toss out 1 or even 2 bubbles, and then immediately press the swim button again. Although spitting a bubble will force you up, you shoot out the bubble while still underground. So that's why you can so quickly tap both buttons. And you'll only be above ground for like half a second before diving back under. I'd say that small risk is worth the extra health and speed boost. Both of these healers are the type of characters that can jump in a game and really make a difference, easily. And on top of it all, Jeff and Luna Snow have a team-up ability. So yeah, I would say that Jeff and Luna are one of, if not the best support duo. Make sure you are skilled with at least one support healer. So if you need to take the game into your own hands, take the wheel, you are capable of doing that with a support hero. Because remember, a general rule, the team with good healers is most likely winning the game compared to the team without good healers. I mean, that's just straight facts. No cap, bro. If you main Adam Warlock, you must take note of this. I've seen many Warlock players resurrect their entire team, but they res them in the worst positions, like right in front of the enemy, causing them to almost immediately just die again. I feel like players don't realize a couple things. So Adam Warlock's range of resurrection is centered on himself, not where you popped the ultimate initially. So as you can see, my dudes down there are not resurrecting, but if I move myself closer to them, once in range, they will resurrect at the point I activated the ultimate. So, do not pop the ultimate right in the center of the battlefield or somewhere the enemies can easily kill your revived teammates. Instead, activate it somewhere safe, behind cover, and then walk over to where your teammates' dead bodies are in range. They'll spawn in safely, giving your team sufficient time to heal up and get back on their feet before rejoining the fight. Now in my experience, Scarlet Witch has been a fantastic counter to Iron Man. With Scarlet Witch, you essentially have 100% accuracy against Iron Man because he does not sway very quickly, and of course, the Witch requires basically zero skill to connect her attack. Also, you can take the fight to him up in the air. Iron Man is best for firing down AoE blast against crowds of enemies, not necessarily fighting 1v1s in the air. Although if he does switch to his laser beam and start blazing you, the Scarlet Witch can go invisible and just swoop on out of there. Wait, what the hell? Yo, that hitbox is absurdly large. That's dealing damage? What the fuck is that?
What the hell is even that?
So yeah, a good Scarlet Witch can dominate an Iron Man and completely ruin his game. Another great counter would be Punisher. I mean, of course, because if you can land your shots, then the Punisher can smoke him right out of the air, like swatting a fly. However, take note, the Punisher's main rifle weapon does not have incredible range. At 30 to 40 meters, the damage drops off significantly. So if the Iron Man is at a far distance, you can use your turret, which has no damage drop off at all. So the Punisher's turret can roast Iron Man from a distance. But what do y'all think? Scarlet Witch or the Punisher? Who is the best counter to Iron Man? Jumping back to the Punisher, from 20 meters up to 40 meters, he's got a 70% damage drop off. So, after 35 to 40 meters, you are not dealing significant damage at all. This is why it's very important to learn each character's specific drop off range. So you want to be aware of that. Actually, on the Marvel Rivals website, it showcases every single piece of information you can possibly need to know about all the heroes. It gives way more information than when you look in the game. Drop off range, speed, exact damage, everything. So I highly recommend checking this out. At least for your main heroes that you use most often. You might find some useful information. Now I do have a few tips for settings, but I am sure you've already seen a bunch of settings videos, so I'm only going to say a few things. Number 1, a quick yet vital tip for settings. If you're on PC and use a NVIDIA card, turn on NVIDIA DLSS. It is set to Epic or AMD on default, which is not great if you're using NVIDIA. This alone fixed the massive frame drop issues that I was having. Number 2, you can mess around with the audio settings as you please, but I would highly advise turning on Announce Enemy KO, and especially announce when a teammate is KO'd. Knowing who is dying and when is vital information. Those are for all characters, but of course, you can change specific settings for individual heroes. Going through all of this is not only important for unique options like toggle shield for Captain America or display attack range for melee fighters, but also very important simply for custom button mapping, because you might want to use the jump button more or less often on certain characters, or you might want to swap skills around to different buttons. Here's a great example. Captain America. You can choose to toggle or hold sprint. Well, you then have a button that can toggle sprint on and off. And for me, I made this my L3, clicking my left joystick, because any Captain America main will know you are swapping in and out of sprint quite often. Many games have sprint as L3, so it feels natural. Now, one final tip about settings, definitely turn on the healing reticle feedback. Not only does this make you more aware of who's being healed, but of course, more dopamine flowing through that brain, baby. Give me all those endorphins. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Totally fucking elemental reward systems. I love it. You love to see it. And now it is your turn, my fellow jabroni. Drop a fat like on that like button if you made it this far, and please share with me your opinion of this video, and if you have any tips of your own, comment them down below. Share with everyone. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Stay golden.